What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. So we got a couple different things here for you guys in this video, including some big news on Social Security that could lead to, or did lead to, billions, hundreds of billions of dollars in savings. Some new details out on this. It could lead to Social Security raises, or at least shoring up Social Security for Americans. We'll go over the details here in this video, as well as details here on the Trump stimulus checks, or the DOGE stimulus checks, the Trump refund checks for 2025, whatever you guys want to call it here. I'll let you hear directly from President Donald Trump here in this video. The stimulus checks that could be up to $5,000 here. And yeah, that's right. I'll let you hear directly from President Donald Trump. Yeah. And guess what? Today is my birthday. Yeah, that's right. And I'll have a special guest here for you guys here at the end of this video. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, and thank you so much. Make sure you guys subscribe here down below. I'm trying to reach 500,000 subscribers, and I'm keeping you guys up to date here with all this information here. So make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so, and click the bell icon after subscribing so you don't miss out on future videos. It's completely free to do so. If you guys know, I've been doing this here for years, keeping you guys up to date here on all these important matters. Yeah, so make sure to hit the subscribe button. And we are live right now here. Let me know if you guys can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the world. Also, don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't yet, so we can get at least half the people hitting that like button. And here we go. So take a look at this here. We got some big news and new research that just came out here. We'll start here with this. This is the first story we're going to cover here. So many Americans died from the pandemic that it's actually boosting Social Security to the tune of $205 billion. This is good news for Social Security, because Social Security needs it, as it's set to run out of money in as little as 8 years or less. And Social Security needs some good news here. This, in addition to what DOGE is finding, DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency. So finally, some good news for Social Security is, and people were wondering, will this actually lead to raises for Social Security, or the additional money here? Some big news here. So as the U.S. approaches its 5th anniversary of the pandemic, new research finds that so many Americans died from the virus that the nation's Social Security Trust Fund will see a net increase of hundreds of billions of dollars as the result of their retirement benefits will not be paid out. And I've actually seen this comment from a lot of people. Yeah, well, that's, of course, if you believe in the pandemic, because, you know, there's some people that don't believe that the pandemic exists or that the virus exists, right? Yeah, the working paper from the National Bureau of Economic Research finds that approximately 1.7 million people died just from Americans alone among 25 years or older occurred between 2020 and 2023 related to the pandemic. And maybe even a little more after that, right? 1.7 million people, premature deaths from the pandemic, means that Social Security will not have to make retirement payments to those people, to those individuals in the future, reducing payments by about $294 billion. That's actually more than what the headline says. This says only $205 billion. But here it says $294 billion. Now, on the contrary, those people actually won't be paying into Social Security as well if they were, under the retirement age, say if they were 30, 40, or 50. So you do gotta kind of have that to, factor in there as well. At the same time, some of those gains is offset by the lost tax revenue from those individuals. Well, yeah, that's what I just said. As well as the increased survivor benefits to spouses and the children of the decrease, resulting in an estimated $205 billion less in future outlays. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, so yeah, $294 billion, but they're not going to have to pay out as much, resulting in $205 billion in total amount. Many of those people who passed were seniors older than 65 who were already drawing retirement benefits or would soon and had already paid into the system for many, many years. While most of the excess deaths were white Americans, Black and Hispanic populations saw the highest excess deaths per capita and did those with lower educational attainment. Well, yeah. So, yeah, you guys can let me know your thoughts on this. Quote, our analysis suggests a slight improvement in Social Security's financial health due to excess people passing, driven primarily from, premature passings of people who would have received retirement benefits. Wow. In addition to this also comes here as, the DOGE Department of Government Efficiency, says that they have found millions and millions of people that were over the age of 100. So, they're still delving into that, going through the data, and, who knows what will actually come of that as they're going through the details and the data here of that. So, yeah, we'll see with that. But if there's as many as they say, up to 20 million people, they say, that are getting Social Security payments fraudulently, that is significant. That there's only a little bit over 70 million people actually receiving Social Security payments. Imagine if there's actually 20 million people receiving Social Security payments fraudulently. If there's 20 million people receiving, let me back that up there. It's 70 million plus people on Social Security. Imagine if there's 20 million people receiving Social Security payments fraudulently. 20 million fraudulently out of the 74 million people or so that are receiving it. That's like 30% or so, for round numbers. Imagine if that is even, somewhere close to being true. That could actually shore up Social Security and make it so it's not going to run out of money, and they could give out raises, which is vastly needed. Take a look here. As new details come out here, most Americans can't even afford a $1,000 emergency expense, a new report finds. Yeah. As whether it's a busted refrigerator, car trouble, or medical expenses, unexpected costs are a part of life. But even such routine curveballs often spell serious financial trouble for Americans. That's according to a new bank rate report that surveyed more than 1,000 adults about their ability to handle just a surprise bill. Despite the country's current low unemployment rate, the new study found that 59% of Americans in 2025, almost 60% of Americans, don't have enough savings to even cover a $1,000 emergency expense. Quote, we're basically, we're essentially a paycheck-to-paycheck nation. Almost 60% of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency expense. Few Americans have the equivalent of a financial safety net to cover inevitable, unexpected expenses. Despite low unemployment and steady growth, this is one of the consequences of elevated prices stemming from inflation, the impacts of which are still being felt. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts here on that. I have been getting a lot of good feedback here from people that are very thankful with the new plans that a lot of our viewers have seen from our partner chapter Medicare. They have actually been saving a lot of money with new Medicare, Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D, and the different plans that they have found from our partner chapter Medicare. I'll put a phone number on the screen or a pinned comment link down below that you can click on. If you already have a Medicare or Medicare Advantage plan, you should still contact them with the phone number or the pinned comment link on the screen, because I've had a lot of people comment to me that they have found better plans with better benefits, and they actually give you benefits. I don't want to go into specific details because everybody has a different situation, but they've actually switched to a different Medicare plan, because Chapter literally goes through thousands of different plans for you. And they've actually said, Jimmy, I'm very thankful for you for pointing out to me to go and contact them, even though I already had Medicare or Medicare Advantage plan, whichever one you're interested in. I know everybody's situation is different, but a lot of people have said thank you for telling me to go contact them because it's free one-on-one advice. They found me a better plan, and it actually gives me better monthly, benefits, or I save a lot of money. And I was very thankful for looking at that because there's a lot of 2025 changes, or just literally put more money in their pockets. So click the link down below or the phone number and just see if they can get you a better plan that literally saves you money, puts more money in your pocket. Next up, we're learning more and more details here about Trump's 2025 stimulus checks, Trump's DOGE refund checks. Will Trump send taxpayers or regular Americans, people on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, up to $5,000 stimulus checks? Or will there be multiple stimulus checks of $1,000 each for several months? We're learning more and more details here. This from CNN. Trump says DOGE could return 20% of its savings directly to taxpayers. That could reignite inflation. Well, a lot of people are saying, hey, this is our money getting back that the government has already got, so this isn't really inflation. This is just the money being returned to us. And interesting little thing here in the corner. Trump acknowledges that inflation is back, but blames Biden. You see this from every administration, one party blaming the other, right? Here's what President Donald Trump had to say. Take a listen to this.
Crooked Joe Biden, our disgraced president, has wasted trillions of taxpayer dollars in less than 3 years, causing uncontrolled inflation that is crushing working families. Reining in Biden's wasteful and unnecessary spending is vital to stopping inflation and rescuing our economy from ruin. But the pain of the spending cuts must be borne by the special interests and Washington bureaucrats, not by American families and American seniors in particular. For 200 years under our system of government, it was undisputed that the president had the constitutional power to stop unnecessary spending through what is known as impoundment. Very simply, this meant that if Congress provided more funding than was needed to run the government, the president could refuse to waste the extra funds and instead return the money to the general treasury and maybe even lower your taxes, although we did give you the biggest tax reduction in history and the biggest regulation reduction in history, two things I'm very proud of. Thomas Jefferson famously used this power, as did many other presidents, until it was wrongfully curtailed by the Impoundment Control Act of 1974, not a very good act. This disaster of a law is clearly unconstitutional, a blatant violation of the separation of powers. I will do everything I can to challenge the Impoundment Control Act in court and, if necessary, get Congress to overturn it. We will overturn it. I will then use the president's long-recognized impoundment power to squeeze the bloated federal bureaucracy for massive savings. This will be in the form of tax reductions for you. This will help quickly to stop inflation and slash the deficit. To prepare for this eventuality, on day one, I will order every federal agency to begin identifying large chunks of their budgets that can be saved through efficiencies and waste reduction using impoundment. Of course, this will not include national defense, and unlike Ron DeSanctimonious, who doesn't really know what's happening, I will not lay a finger on Medicare or Social Security. He wants to destroy Social Security and basically obliterate Medicare. These are benefits for our seniors. We are not going to touch it. There are many other things we can do. We're not going to let Ron DeSantis do anything to hurt Medicare or Social Security. On the contrary, some of the funds we save through impoundment from other parts of the government can be used to strengthen Medicare and Social Security for years to come. Reasserting the president's historic impoundment authority will also restore critical negotiating leverage with Congress to keep spending under control. Very simple. We're going to keep spending under control. We had it done, and then COVID came in, and we had to do some things to help save our country. We did a great job, but we were starting to make lots of money. We were energy independent. We were going to be energy dominant. We were going to be taking in massive amounts of money from the liquid gold that we have under our feet more than any other nation. And we were going to reduce taxes and pay off debt. This is the only way we will ever return a balanced budget, impoundment. Just as importantly, bringing back impoundment will give us a crucial tool with which to obliterate the deep state, drain the swamp, and starve the warmongers, these people that want wars all over the place, killing, killing, killing. They love killing. And the globalists out of our government. We're going to get the warmongers and the globalists out of our government. With impoundment, we can simply choke off the money. This policy is anti-inflation, anti-swamp, anti-globalist, and it's pro-growth, pro-taxpayer, pro-American, and pro-freedom. I alone can get that done. I'll get it done, and I'll make America great again. Thank you very much.
And this is now what President Donald Trump is doing, using this model with DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, and impoundment to use some of this money to give back to the American people while also saving the American people and the government's money. And he wants to give back 20% of the money back to the American people to the form of a stimulus refund check, a DOGE refund check, a stimulus check, whatever you want to call it, with their plan. And this could be up to $5,000, whether it's through the form of a $5,000 check per family or several $1,000 checks. We will see, and I will keep you up to date. So make sure to subscribe down below. All right, what's up, guys? I'm here with my beautiful wife, Laurel, and my son, Julian.
And Mario.
And Mario. How's it going?
It's only you, Mario.
We're here
So glad to meet you.
today on my birthday. Take a guess on how old you guys think I am. Leave a comment down below and guess how old I am. It's a secret. Shh, don't tell.
But it's definitely not older, but it's older than 10.
Older than 10. So comment down below with how old you guys think I am. And Julian just finished wrestling season here recently. Tell him how you did in the last tournament, Julian.
I got second place. 2.
Yeah. I'll have Mommy pop up your wrestling picture here on the screen for everybody to see.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'll show everybody your wrestling picture. Julian did real good here at the end of the year. Oh, this is Lily. Don't scare her. Don't scare her. This is Lily. Hi, Lily.
Hi. Yeah, you look.
Don't scare her.
Very charmed
Pop
to
it
be
down.
here.
Hi, Lily. Lily's got her winter coat on this year. Look how nice Lily looks.
Lily.
Oh, Mario. Mario's
Lily
good.
doubles in size in the winter.
Yeah.
It's only you, Mario. Do the Mario music. Dun 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 dun. Daddy plays Mario a lot and he beats the world. He is so good at Mario and this girl too.
This girl.
Her name is Laurel, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
And his name is, you'll have to find out.
So thanks for watching, guys. We love you. I'll keep you guys up to date. Make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos and help us reach 500,000 subscribers. Click here to watch my video on Trump's other stimulus plan to keep you guys up to date. Or click here to see how they're going to try to get rid of property taxes for you. Thanks, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.